Hello, I'm Kat and today I'm going to be talking about new makeup releases from January. So I've got quite a lot more to talk about this month compared to December. Obviously the holiday period's over, so we're in a new year, new makeup. So let's start with the first one, which is from FlowerKnows, which I have yet to try this brand. Like, I've seen them do like loads of collections and I really would love to try them one day. But this is their Strawberry Cupid collection, and I mean, the packaging that they do for these is just incredible. Like, it's definitely more about the aesthetic of the like makeup, I guess, rather than like focusing on the actual product, I would say. Although from what I've seen, the quality of their makeup is really good as well, so I really would love to try them one day. But yeah, this is their Strawberry Cupid range, so I guess this is kind of leaning towards the Valentine's Day. You've got like the strawberries, and then obviously like Cupid, like with the love and that. So obviously we've got a whole massive collection for this. We've got 6 liquid blushes, 9 cake lip creams, 2 makeup palettes, 2 pressed powders, 2 hair clips, 2 perfumes, 2 solid perfumes, 2 scented hand creams, 3 mirrors, 1 miniature mirror charm, 1 heart-shaped marshmallow powder puff, and then the gift box. So that's like the full collection if you got the whole set. Which, does it say how much it is? Okay, it doesn't say how much it is here, but I think like they're hundreds, right? Like definitely over £100. Like, okay, I've just brought it up on their website to see how much it is, and I mean it's on sale right now, but it's like $800. So I'm not sure what that is in pounds. Like, probably looking at like maybe £600 or something for the full collection. Crazy. Like, I mean, I would love to like get the full collection one day to try, but I have no idea when that would be. Yeah, so they're definitely on my list to try one day. And then next up we've got the Colourpop New Moon, which we've actually got another Colourpop release from January as well. But this is the second collection for their like Twilight collection, so I wonder if they're going to do like all the like movies. Yeah, because they're like based it on the movies, aren't they? So we've also got, what is it, Eclipse and then Breaking Dawn, so I wonder if they'll do 2 more collections for them. But I did actually buy this palette, so that will be in a video coming up. So in this collection we've got the eyeshadow palette, we've got a, what's that, a Soul Glow oil, we've got 3 shadow sticks, multi-chrome shadow sticks, we've got 2 Super Shock eyeshadows, 2 lip kits, so we've got like one in like a red and then one in more of a like nudie colour, and then we've got a like ultra glossy lip gloss, I guess, and I think, I can't remember if that's like a sparkly red. It does look, it's got a bit of like kind of shine to it. But yeah, so I did order the palette for this. I'm not really interested in the rest of the collection. I mean, maybe the lip products, but I'm not interested in like the body oil or like the shadow sticks. I don't think I'd really get use out of like shadow sticks. But yeah, I think the palette looks quite nice. I think it fits with like the theme of the movie, right? Because it is more focused on like the wolves this time, isn't it? So it's like a warmer palette. So I am interested to try that out. Oh, so the full collection's actually out of stock at the moment. I'm sure they will restock it. But the palette itself is $24. So yeah, I did buy that one. So next up we've got Lethal Cosmetics, and this is their Dexter collection. So I haven't actually watched Dexter. I think I watched like maybe part of the first episode, like with my fiance, but I don't know, it wasn't really pulling me in, I guess. But I think this collection looks really well done. Like, I watched their like release video as well that they done on YouTube, which they like talk about all the products, and like they really put a lot of effort into their collections. Like the Avatar collection that they done, the last Airbender one, that was really good, and you could like really tell like they've thought about it. This full collection has a eyeshadow palette, 2 lip oils, 2 lip stains, 1 liquid highlighter, 4 nail polishes, a nail accessory, and a makeup brush set. I mean, the only thing I probably would be interested in this collection is like the eyeshadow palette, like the colours. But I will say, I don't really like the actual, I don't know, like design of the palette itself. Obviously it fits with the theme and like that's great, and like if you're a Dexter fan you probably think it is really great, but yeah, I just don't really like that kind of style of it. But I think the colours look really nice. Like it looks like a great like colour story, and some of the lip products look quite nice as well. They've got like this kind of red and like this kind of more purpley pink shade as well, which is quite pretty. And this is available now as well, and the full collection is at it about £193 if you wanted the full collection, and the palette on its own is about £45. But I've only tried one of their palettes so far, the Avatar one, but I thought their eyeshadow quality was really good, so yeah, I'm sure this collection will be really good quality as well. And then next up we've got the Blendbunny plastic palette, and I have to say I didn't find this one particularly interesting. So I love that they've decided to go for like a smaller palette. Like I really love that, because I think all their other palettes actually are quite large ones. Like I have their Sugar and Grunge one, which they're really good quality, so I would like to try more of their products. But yeah, there's quite a lot of shades in there, so I'm pleased that they're trying out a smaller palette. But I don't know, this palette I'm just not, maybe I feel like there should be more pinks in there maybe. Like it's kind of like a neutral palette, I would say, with like pinks, and then you've got that kind of one like bluey teal shade, haven't you, like that shimmer. But I don't know, I'm just not really, it didn't really excite me looking at it. So I believe this is available now, and this is $34. But yeah, she said this was like inspired by kind of like Nip Tuck and like Mean Girls and all that sort of thing, which I have watched all of Nip Tuck actually. Like that was quite interesting. Like, obviously that's about kind of like plastic surgery and that, and Mean Girls, that's quite a fun movie. So I can like see, I guess, what they were going for with it. And I mean, they look like nice shades, I guess. I'm not a massive fan of like actually the pink shades, like those tones of pink, I think. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you like the look of this one, but yeah, definitely not for me. Next up we've got our second Colourpop release, which I believe most of this has sold out already. Like I think this was a very popular one, but this is their Shadow of Secrets collection. And from what I've seen, this is kind of based or like inspired by the romantasy like book genre, which I have to say, like I haven't actually, I guess, read a lot, because I know it's very popular on like BookTok, I guess, at the moment, like TikTok, Instagram, like the BookTube and all that, which I don't really watch and follow people about books, so I haven't read all the kind of like popular romantasy books right now. I did actually get the Fourth Wing, I know that's a popular one. It was in the charity shop when I popped in there the other day, so I did pick that up. I haven't done a lot of reading like for the, I don't know, past few years, but I'm trying to read like a bit before bed just to get into it. But I know it's got like that name now, like the romantasy, but I think that is the genre that I like. Like I do like the fantasy like setting, and I do like a bit of like romance put in there, so like that probably is the genre that I enjoy. But I've decided actually with how I'm gonna read books now is I like to read like the full collection, like the full series. So like I've decided recently that's how I'm gonna read books now. So I probably, like ones that are still releasing books, like I won't be reading them for a while. I will have to look up like if there's any finished series of like the romantasy, I guess, that I can like get all of their books, because I just find that like I've read like first like few books in a series like years ago, but now if I go back to it now, like I won't be able to remember what happened, and like I don't really want to have to like read those books again, because I don't know, I wouldn't say I was the fastest reader. Anyway, back to the makeup, got a sidetrack there. Yeah, so we've got a full collection which is or was $118 US, which the full collection is out of stock. I do hope they restock it, as I would like to get the eyeshadow palette. I think that looked quite nice. So they've got the eyeshadow palette, which is $23 on its own. We've got 2 Instant Crush lip and cheek balms, 2 lippy pencil and luxe lipstick kits, 3 So Juicy plumping gloss balms, and a lip mask and lip scrub duo. Yeah, so like I said, I do really quite like the look of the palette. It's got that kind of like dark, like berry tones to it, which I really enjoy. But yeah, it's just really quite pretty, I think. And it's got that, obviously, like kind of Valentine's theme to it. Like, I love the packaging. It's very pretty, like with the flowers on. I would like to try some of the other products from Colourpop, because I've only tried their eyeshadows. Oh, I tried a Super Shock, didn't I? And So Juicy lip thing, I tried that as well. But I would like to try some of the other things, like some of their like blushes, preferably a powder blush though. So as I said, like when I first mentioned this was a very popular one, so like a lot of it went out of stock. I think they did say they were going to restock it, but it would take a couple of months, I think. So maybe in a few months time I can get the eyeshadow palette and test that out. Okay, next up, I would say not quite as exciting, but this is new from Revolution, and this is a new Skin Silk Under Eye Brightener and Concealer. I am thinking I might get this at some point to try out. So it's a serum powered brightening concealer that instantly reduces the appearance of dark circles and hydrates for up to 24 hours with an innovative cooling metal applicator to depuff under eyes, and it's available in 6 buildable shades. So I guess I would probably get the fair cool shade, which again, it's I guess a cool undertone, so I'm not sure how that will work. I do really like the formula of that Skin Silk foundation, so I was interested in maybe trying this to see like how good it is, like if it works well with the foundation as well. And this is £8.99, so like it's fairly affordable price. Next we've got a SheGlam collab, which this is with Hello Kitty, and I think this is a bit kind of like their Valentine's-y theme collection. Okay, so in this collection we've got 4 multi-use balms, so I guess they're kind of lip and like cheek balms. We've got 2 eyeshadow stacks, a hydrating primer, a hydrating lipstick, 3 lip balms, a powder puff, and if you get the full collection there's also a little hair clip in there. So I did think this collection looked quite cute. I'm not a massive fan of like Hello Kitty, but I don't, looking at the products themselves like now, like closer, I think the only ones I'd maybe be interested in were like maybe the lip balms, like the actual kind of like sticks. I mean the shades of the kind of like multi-use balms look quite nice, but I don't know, I'm not really a fan of like, I guess, putting my finger in things. Yeah, so like the lipsticks, maybe the primer, the hydrating primer, but like the hydrating lipstick, I'm not sure if that was really needed as well. There's like a lot of kind of like lip products. I know the multi-use balm is probably for like cheeks and lips, but there's just a lot of lip things. But yeah, if you're a fan of Hello Kitty, you might quite like this one. The full collection is £65 for this one actually. It's a bit more expensive than the other ones. I wonder if that's because of like the Hello Kitty, like the IP, if they cost a bit more. Because like this one, it's got like 2 mini eyeshadow palettes. And then the last one I'm going to mention is one of my favourites, and that is Cosmic Beauty. So they announced, what was that, like a week ago, they've got their kind of Valentine's eyeshadow palette coming out, which is called The Lovers. So they kind of sneaked the outside packaging, which looked quite pretty. It's actually got more of like a design, like a picture on it this time actually, which I only just realised. Because a lot of their other palettes, I think, have just got kind of like the text and then like a bit of a kind of colourful background, like not too much like detail going on, I guess. But this one, as you can see, has actually got like a kind of picture artwork on it. And then we finally got a look at the inside of the palette, like I think yesterday, like the day before I'm filming this. I did think, looking at the outside, it was going to have some like dusky pinks from the packaging and maybe some blues. That was my thoughts, and I feel like it does have that. It's got some extra colours in as well, but it looks really pretty. So you got like kind of like half like pinks, kind of peaches, I would say, and then like the other half is more like kind of blue with some like greens in there. It does look really nice. That green looks really nice actually. It's like a kind of muted green. So she showed some swatches as well, and they look really pretty, so I am looking forward to this one. Also, it's a nice like teal shade. I really like that colour. I think this is going to be a really good palette. So she's actually gone with a slightly different like design for this palette. So most of hers are kind of, I guess, landscape, like with the top down, but this one's actually, she's like kind of rotated it, I guess, so it's more of like a portrait, and it flips down, so it's like longer this way, which I'm not sure if I'm as much a fan of that. We'll see when I get it. But this one I believe is £26, yes. Which I think is that a couple of pounds like cheaper than her other palettes. I feel like they're usually like 28. So I don't know whether this like slightly redesigning the palette has made it a bit cheaper for her. But this is going to be available on the 31st of January. So that will be Friday, the day after this is uploading. So I will be trying to get my hands on this one. I do like to get all of her releases. So that's it for January's makeup releases. So I am interested in quite a few of them. So I did manage to get obviously the Colourpop New Moon one, and I'm hoping to get the Cosmic Beauty, the Lovers palette. But let me know if you're interested in any of the ones I mentioned, or if you actually managed to pick any of them up. Did you manage to get that Colourpop Shadow Secrets? Obviously I didn't even look on the day because I wasn't in a rush for getting that. I thought I'd just, you know, wait, but looks like I'm gonna have to wait like a few months for that. So yeah, let me know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.